Hey guys, good morning. It is 9:12. I'm at 280.6. So I lost 0.2 pounds yesterday. I don't know. Something weird is going on with my weight loss stuff because I didn't eat my second meal and I did my walk yesterday. I don't know. Seems weird. I'll have to. I don't know. I'll have to run some numbers and see what's going on. Anyway, could just be that it'll just take a little bit more tracking to see because we vary from day to day, so it could be that there are a day or two where I'm staying around the same weight, losing a couple 0.2 pounds, and then suddenly it drops by a pound or two. So that could be a thing. But yeah. Anyway, so I plan on, oh god, I shouldn't. I keep doing it. I keep trying to do I plan on doing this thing. Sorry, I'm still trying to wake up, but I felt last night when I was going to bed, I just kept feeling that energy that I have mentioned. It's just kind of there in the background. It's almost like I just can't get away from it. And it was making it really hard to fall asleep in the beginning because it's just a vibration in the background that just is always there. And the more I kind of relaxed, the more it was just there. And it just kept my attention, so it was hard to sleep. Because I was trying to sleep on my back. I usually sleep on my side. But I was like, I'm going to try and sleep on my back because it was actually when I do meditations on my back, it's totally fine. So maybe I can sleep on my back, but I got too relaxed. And I was just thinking do I need pain? Because sometimes I wake up where I'll switch sides because my one side is not necessarily in pain, but it's sore. And then I'll switch back and forth throughout the night. I don't know. I'll have to work on that quandary at a later point, but yeah. So that's what's happening. So we'll see. Man. I don't know. Just things have just been strange. I can't really put my finger on it, but well, today's the day for the coach saga to close. So I didn't even look to see if she sent me a response email. I kind of wanted to open it up right before we started talking so that I didn't let it affect me, because I know that it might a little bit. So I want to enjoy my day and then kind of see what will be, I guess. Anyway. I guess I'll see you first meal. Alright, bye. Hello. It is 4:27. Man, I did not expect to not have time to do anything until after the session with the coach. Okay, so first things first, I went to the community center and we were going to go paint. Turns out it was super full because we got there a little bit late. And so we ended up just, me and one of my roommates ended up going and playing some basketball. We played horse, which I haven't played in over 20 years. And so that was fun. We just let loose and we're crazy. And then the other friend that like lives like a block or two away from us, she ended up going and she ended up doing the painting. She painted something really nice. It was like a nice little like sunset thing on the ocean. But yeah, so we ended up just working out, doing that. And did I show my food? Here's my food. Yeah, I made food. I'm eating just now. It's the third day, I think, in a row where it's just been like, I haven't had time to eat until 4. Which makes me kind of question, maybe I'm not going to do 3 meals. Maybe I'm just going to add to either this first meal or the latter meal. I'll add the chickpeas that I was talking about. Just do some, either air fry them or maybe oven. I was thinking if I'm going to be cooking, I have the tofu in the air fryer. I have the microwave going with the frozen veg. Maybe I throw in the oven the chickpeas. And if I do the chickpeas for like 20 minutes or 15 minutes or however long, I don't know. I'll have to look into it. But maybe then I'll only really have to like cook once a day. And then the other day is just the cereal. So, but anyway, after the, what's it called? After the community center, I dropped roommates and friend off, and then I went to Costco, and that was crazy. There was so many people there. So I resupplied, got my tofu and my veg, and then I also stopped at another store after to get frozen spinach and skim milk for the roommate. I kind of wish that Costco had a giant thing of frozen spinach by itself. They have broccoli, and I'm like, well, where's the spinach? So, I don't know. Let's see. Then after that, I took a shower, and then, because I just felt gross. Like, yeah, I took a shower yesterday, but, like, just felt gross. So I took one. And then straight into the session. And talking with the coach, again, I have to kind of process. Take a couple days to process what we talked about. Everything at face value seems fine. And I do agree with her that, like, you don't want to over intellectualize something. So, like, I'm not trying to pick apart, like, anything specific that she says, just more of the vibe. Which is why I wanted a recording. So she's sending me a recording. She ended up taking the recording, which I think that was just helpful. Yeah, I could have done the recording myself, but I figured since she's more of a professional with that. I mean, I guess. Do you call 3 weeks getting into the profession? I'm still a noob, I guess. I don't know, but I still think at the heart of it, and I think she's beginning to listen, but man, those first few sessions, she very much was like not listening to what like I was telling her. Which I think that was one of the main issues. And she was listening this time, like she was like, I think you have a lot of shadow work to do. And I'm like, well, here is all the life experiences I've had where I've done a lot of shadow work on all of these previous life experiences. And I'm totally fine talking about them. There's no, like, weird feelings that pop up, which there used to be. It used to be really hard to talk about a lot of things. So it's kind of like, okay, like, I've dealt with that stuff. I'm not affected by them in any way. And I've also accepted that that's just a part of my journey that I've gone on. So, yeah. I don't know. Well, I agreed to a couple more sessions just to see if things change or whatever. And also kind of letting myself digest. So, I don't know. In the moment, it's always hard for me to know what part of all the feelings are mine and what part are the person I'm talking to, because I take on a lot of the other person's energy when I'm conversing with people, and it takes me a while to kind of sift through and like let go of the energy that isn't mine. And I can tell pretty much immediately when it's like, oh, well, yeah, that's something else. That has nothing to do with me. And I just let it go. But I've been getting better at kind of default state, not letting things like permeate into like something that will stick onto me. Yeah, it's actually, I will say it's very freeing, because it's been a struggle to, like, you're interacting with someone, you get caught up in their energy, and then it's like if they're like yelling or whatever. As an example, we had a previous roommate that we had a bad experience with. So we had arguments in the past, and they got really heated. And it would be like, okay, I'm going to try to, like, just be calm. And then, of course, midway through the argument, we're yelling back and forth at each other, and I'm like, like, I tried so hard not to, like, let this thing, like, permeate me, but it did anyway. And now it's just like such a passive, like, I'm like an immovable rock. Like, you could say some vile shit to me, so to speak, and I'm just like parting. Yep, let it flow around me. I am the rock. So, it feels great. So, I don't know how I got this, but it just appeared, and now it's a thing. I'm very happy that it exists. So, yeah, I've like no idea. Like, maybe for whoever's watching this, maybe there's something in like my transformational thing that you've seen so far that is like a moment where it's like, oh, this shift happened and whatever. So I don't know. Maybe it'll pop up. But yeah, I'm really liking this intuition thing so far. Listening, letting things just flow, still having structure, but flow. It's worked out really well. So, and I think it's going to continue working out. I will say, just one thing that's really awesome that I've come to find. In the past, when I've tried to do things like this, there's been a resistance of some kind where it's like, I don't want to do it today. I don't want to do this thing, whatever. There's been it feels like an integral part of my day, as if I've always done it and will always continue to do it. That is such a new kind of feeling. I don't know. It's bizarre. I'll just say that. It feels very weird. In a good way. Like, weird in a good way. The other thing that I wanted to point out that I don't know if I mentioned this or not. After the Reiki session, I've been having on my feet, it's just my feet specifically. Now, I will say, the feet is where I felt her energy being pushed into me in waves. So maybe there was some sort of block that got unblocked, because I can feel like a physical sensation, even though it's not physical. And this is where it's like it's hard to explain this. I feel the energy from like my feet getting like roots, literally like sucking up energy into my body and then traveling up. And so far I just feel it in the feet, and I've kind of always felt me expelling energy in my hands, but like the feet thing is so new. So it's like sitting down right now, I just feel it while I'm talking. It's just a subtle in the background, like I'm like drinking with a straw or something. It's so like, it's such a weird feeling. So I don't know. We'll see. That second scheduled appointment on Saturday. I'm both scared and like excited. Like, I'm scared because I feel like unblocking all of this stuff. Like once I do it, it's kind of just, that's it. Like I could probably figure out a way to like turn down the volume, but don't think it'll ever like not be there. So I don't know. I'm kind of... Yep, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I've been talking a little too long, so I guess I will talk to you in the next food thing in a couple hours. Don't know what I'm going to do between now and then, so we'll see. All right, bye. Hey guys, it is 6:51. I just had a feeling to just make chickpeas, and I did some air fried chickpeas. I tossed a little avocado oil and salt, onion, garlic powder, and some what's it called? Paprika. I just threw it all in there. Did a little to get it all mixed in, and then threw it in the air fryer for, originally it was 12 minutes, but then turns out 15 minutes actually is like, it makes them nice and crunchy. So I'm a big fan of the little crunchy guys. Yeah. So I've just kind of been, I've been really tired today, so I've just been resting. Yeah, I felt like I was running around all day, so maybe it's good that I've been resting. I'm thinking after I finish this these chickpeas, I might just lay down and do some meditation. I've just been like playing the Dwarves Glory and Death game. That was fun. So my run ended that I was doing previously, and I was really sad. So I was like, okay. But I learned a lot, so I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll do a different build. So now I'm in the process of working on a different build. But these seem really easy as like a in-between snack, in between meal 1 and meal 2. I was thinking maybe, originally I was like, okay, I'm going to have them with my morning thing because I don't want to cook. But these took like 3 minutes of effort, so yeah, seems fine to do it like midday. I'm gonna math out, because I know exactly how much, like I used a tablespoon of avocado oil, which in hindsight maybe I didn't need that much, because there was a lot of residue at the bottom after I had like fully coated all of them. So not sure, maybe teaspoon would be better, especially because they're already kind of wet from rinsing them. I didn't dry them, I strained them, rinsed them, and then just threw them in the bowl. So I obviously tried to get all the excess water out, but you know, you can only do so much. But I wanna throw it up into Chronometer and see like so I'm just gonna say it real quick. My main thing that's been like a frustration is manganese. For some reason, I'm just hitting the cap on manganese every day. And it's like, that I'm saying cap for like safe limits. So there's like a safe limit tracker, and anything past, I think it was 12 units. I don't remember what unit measurement it is, but 12 of the units equals like 500% of your daily value for manganese. And obviously manganese is great, but like too much manganese is going to be bad for you. So I keep hitting like, oh, I'm like 502%, and 500% I think is the max daily value. And I've looked it up and done all the like research on behind the scenes to see if like where is that number based off of, and I don't know. So I guess we'll see. I'm wondering what my actual calories will look like with it. Because I think right now, if I'm just doing the 2 meals, I'm at like 18, like 1850. And so I was shooting for like 2K to 2100. It's really hard to have low calories if you're trying to hit all of your protein values, and yeah, so, but we'll see. It's kind of a learning experience. But anyway, I'm gonna go eat these, and then I'm going to do the math, maybe lay down and do some meditation. So, all right, I'll see you guys in like an hour and a half or something. All right, bye. Hey guys, it is 8:25, and I got my really sad, pathetic cereal that you can't really even tell that it's cereal at this point, and my apple. The reason behind the cereal looking so sad today, one, totally forgot about grapes again. Went to 2 stores, had like plenty of opportunity to get grapes, just totally spaced on them. So rip grapes. 2, I mean, I ate a banana instead, so obviously they're not the same, but I guess because I'm not going to be eating bananas going forward, because I'm not doing the smoothie anymore, and I'm doing the... sorry, I got ahead of myself. So I changed my diet a little bit. I tweaked it where I'm doing the chickpea thing. It actually works out really well, aside from manganese being higher than the recommended value. I'm at it was like 13.6 or something, and the recommended value is, the upper limit is 11. But then when I looked into like the reasoning behind it and like understanding how manganese poisoning actually happens from food sources, and I'm not doing any supplements or anything for it, it actually is probably fine. I'm gonna have some blood work done at some point just to check my levels, and to really check all my levels just to see if I'm missing anything. But it should be fine. So I'm doing that. And because of that, I actually had to remove the pistachios and the oh god, what's it called? Sunflower seeds. There we go. So those two are actually removed from the cereal. That on top of the fact that the grapes aren't there, the cereal just looks really sad. Just looks like milk with some particles in there. I might actually reduce the amount of milk I do, because I've been doing a full cup of the oat milk. Maybe I just do like half a cup, because like it still is like enough for me to keep the cereal, I guess, wet, so it feels like cereal. I don't know. I'll have to play around with the numbers, but yeah, so I was just fiddling with all of that and deciding like, yeah, the chickpeas are here to stay. So the chickpea squad, or chickpea lovers, rise up. Yeah. And for those who are fans of protein shakes, I'm sorry, I've let you down. I will say, switching over, this will officially make every food that I eat a whole food of some kind. Aside, I guess technically the tofu is like squished like a squished bean effectively. So I don't really know where that fits. I guess technically that's not a whole food, but everything else is a whole food for lack of... I guess the granola also isn't technically a whole food. Yeah, even though it's like it's all made of whole food, but technically it's still been processed. So I guess the tofu and the granola. I say granola, it's a cereal. It's the flax cereal, but at least in terms of keeping it, like, I don't have any sugars, I don't have any, like, aside from, like, okay, like, obviously an apple has, like, natural sugar in it, but it's all contained within the actual flesh. So when I'm digesting, the sugar is a slow seep as opposed to directly injected if you were to, like, have something with added sugar. So I don't know. I think my diet is at a really good point right now, and we'll just have to kind of see how it goes. If I'm, like, consistently lacking energy, or if there's any weird, like, if I have any signs that maybe I'm having some sort of weird, like, manganese poisoning, I'm gonna immediately stop eating the stuff. So, or the chickpeas. But so I guess if I technically if I start having symptoms that look a little bit like Parkinson's, that's what it is. That's what manganese poisoning looks like, is basically Parkinson's, or at least the early stages of it. So, and I'm just gonna be honest, I really don't want to have, like, some sort of thing like that happen. So I'm gonna be on top of it and pay attention. I didn't end up doing meditation because I was so locked in on the chickpea thing that, like, I just didn't have time. I think today was fine. I think today was a good day overall. There were some things that I would have liked to get done, but man, the day just flew by. It's like, how is it already 8:30? Like, what the heck? Anyway, I'm gonna head to bed after I eat this. Well, that's totally a lie. I'm gonna prepare for bed, and then once I'm prepared, then I will relax into my nightly routine, which usually takes like 2-ish hours. So I'm not going to be really doing anything else, but I think today was fine. It was successful. So, and I checked to make sure the video uploaded just fine. I'm going to have to, let's see, today's Wednesday. Man, it's already Wednesday. It's like, what the heck? I am curious to see if I gain weight, lose weight, stay the same. My activity level was, like, fine. That is one thing that I wanted to mention. I think I need to crank up the just overall level of activity throughout the day. I don't know how that's going to really look. Maybe doing, like, longer or harder for the treadmill / weights. I definitely have been, like, the weights have been feels almost perfunctory, where it's like, yeah, I'm doing it, and I'm, like, teaching my roommate, but, like, I think I need to do it in the morning. and then do like running / whatever in the afternoon, and just kind of like, I don't know. I really have to think about it, because I do like the early morning gym routine. And I changed it originally because I was like, oh, I'm going to teach my roommate how to work out, and we're going to work out together, and it'll be cool. But I've realized, like, I have a gym membership. I should be using it, and I can still teach him in the afternoon. I can just do something else while I'm there with him. So, and then if he has any questions, he can feel free to ask me. He's already, like, got it basically figured out, so yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's one of those things where, as I kind of play around with it a little bit more, I'll get to know what feels right. But I'm getting the feeling I should be doing the machines, and the dumbbells are fine, but I feel more comfortable pushing on the machines in the beginning, and then slowly kind of working towards like really heavy weight. And I say really heavy weight, but like, I don't know. Like, I was pressing 150, 160 on my bench press when I was like 18. And like, I can't do that now. I've definitely dropped off weight-wise, but and I can get back there. It'll just take a lot of time. So yeah. Thanks for hanging out and listening, and I guess I will chat with you all tomorrow. So thanks.